Good morning. If you're watching replay, please comment replay. I'm going for gold here, and I gotta do it quick. I am kicking butt with this bingo challenge here. This doesn't give me another bingo yet, but it gets me closer. I've gotten 2 bingos so far. The challenge that I'm in. I'm having so much fun. I've done so many different eye looks that I would not normally do. So I'm putting some concealer on my eyelids. And I'm going to have to go back to it too because I have a look in mind. I think it's going to be fairly simple, but it's going to require concealer. So I can get my eyes done quick and then throw some CC cream on my face in the areas that you don't see it when I have a mask on. But I did yesterday. Somebody had told me to try putting primer and setting powder and setting spray in the area and to try and alleviate my skin breaking out. And so far, so good. It was only a day, but I have no signs of breakouts in that area. Where last week, as we started wearing the masks last Monday, I was already getting like really dry skin and all that. So I think that kind of helped. And it seems kind of goofy, but it blocks anything from getting in your pores, the bacteria from you breathing in your mask. So that works. I'm going to continue doing that, and hopefully if I don't get any breakouts this week, then we'll know that technique works. But for the eyes, we're going for gold here. So I'm going to start off with just some bronzer from the Peach Bite palette. Just so there's something else other than gold. Put this up here. I'm going to try and build it up kind of heavy. And we're going to try something kind of different. Or I'm going to try. You're going to watch. Hopefully. If you're watching now, please say hi. Let me know you're watching. I appreciate it. So today is gold. I'm all about neutrals and browns, but I don't know if I've ever actually like purposely tried to make my eyes gold. I'm trying to get this bronzer down just so we have kind of a base to work with. Attempt it. Don't want it super dark. I did pretty dark eyes yesterday, or they ended up pretty dark. It's really pretty though. I did what was yesterday? Pumpkin spice. It turned out pretty. It turned out a lot heavier than I anticipated, but still was pretty. Everything meshed together really well. Okay, so I got a little bit of a base here. Now, I've never tried this before, but we're going to try. I've seen people do it. I'm going to take the concealer again. I'm going to take it on a brush. This is probably not the most ideal brush to do it with, but it was clean. I'm going to get a decent amount on there. And then I've got a little guy too. We'll see how this goes. I'm just going to use that to get it on the lid, and then I'm going to use a smaller brush to even. Yeah, let's do that first. I was going to jump over the other eye, but I'm going to do this one, my little guy first. I don't know if this would be better with an eyeshadow primer. We're going to see. The idea is just to keep that on my lid. I'm not too worried about straight lines because I'm going to buff it out anyways. But I gotta let that kind of dry. Some on the other lid. Hopefully this works out because this is a pretty easy way to get a really pretty eye look, I think. If it goes as planned. I hope. Concentrating. Okay, the little guy again. So good morning if you're watching live. Goes up higher. Of course it does, because this one looks way better than this one does. Okay, that seems a lot more even. Okay, concealer down. And let that dry. Hopefully not long. Actually, I wonder if it wouldn't be better if I put it on when it was tacky. That might actually not be a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna use a flat brush. Flattish brush. And then I'm gonna use the gold, the highlight from the Peach Bite palette, and pack that on where I have the concealer. And hopefully, if this goes as planned, I got a gold eye. Gold eye look. That's my bingo for today. Not my bingo, the square I'm going for. I have gotten 2 bingos already though. This one gets me closer to another one. I'd say that's pretty darn gold. And obviously I'll blend them together where the lines aren't straight. I'm seeing this whole concealer. It's like a cut crease. This is not a cut crease. Well, I guess it could be, but I think I'd have to go a little bit more bold with the brown to make it an actual cut crease. But I've watched this technique done a few times. And I gotta get a lot more precise with my lines before I start attempting that. But I'd say that's definitely gold. Make sure the concealer's all covered up. All right. And I think I used, what did I use this brush on? So make sure there's nothing super dark on it. That would not work. Okay, so smaller, like pencil-like brush. I'm gonna go back in with the bronzer and even out edges. Blend them together. That, whoopsies, not highlight. Whoopsies. Yeah, that was pretty darn easy. More practice, I could definitely get some fun eye looks out of that. Making them even, that's a different story. But that's definitely some gold eyes I got. Mission accomplished. Okay, wipe away excess. Gotta go kind of quick here. because it's already 7. I like to be done by 7. Alright, prime. Good morning. I'm going for gold eyes here. I think I got it. I remember to take my primer all the way down. This, like I said, if this technique works, everybody's skin is different, but we may have just solved the maskne problem. Worked for me yesterday. My nose wasn't as dry, and I have no signs of breakouts. So we're going to try it again. This moisturizer, this is the purple VFX Pro Camera Ready. It's a strobe one. It's more of like a cream base, which seems kind of weird for a primer because I have huge, huge pores. So I like silicone base to like fill them in. But this is the part of my skin that's covered up anyways, so I really don't see a point in even attempting that right now. Conceal up my eyes a little bit. Good morning, Tammy. Going for gold here. What do you think? I think I got it. And I did it all with the Peach Bite 3-in-1 palette. That sucker is so versatile. There's so much you can do with that one. This guy here, blush, bronzer, and highlight. Or gold eyes. Looks great, thank you. It's pretty darn easy, actually. This full coverage concealer stick has become my best friend. I used it a bunch when I first got it, and then I kept going back to the liquid concealer, and I like those too, but this full coverage concealer stick rocks. Okay, a little bit of CC cream. Cover up my redness where my mask doesn't cover. Gotta get that redness covered up. I try and avoid my nose, just that's the part that gets so dry under that darn mask. But I gotta bring it down at least a little bit or else it doesn't match. This whole doing like only part of my face makeup wise, it goes a lot quicker. That is definitely one positive. There's lots of positives to wearing a mask. That's not what I'm saying. Not to get in a uproar about it, but okay, got that one down. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of bronzer under my eye to kind of bring it together. Let's do this little pencil brush guy. I'm so bad at washing my brushes. I've got to do that. I'm just like wiping them off all the time. This brush likes to get right in my eyeball. User error, but still. All right, eyeliner. Oh, not yet. Transparent powder. Big brush, that is. Okay, so this is what I did yesterday to try and fight the maskne. Since I don't put concealer down, or I don't do my foundation down where my mask is at. Yesterday I did still put primer, transparent powder, so it's setting powder, and I sprayed it with setting spray. So it fills in my pores to try and block the bacteria that's growing on your face inside your mask when you're breathing. It's really gross, but that's what's happening. That's why mask me is a thing. But I don't powder my nose because my nose already gets so dry. But powdering down there and then spraying when I'm all done. Fingers crossed. I have no signs of breakouts yet. And last week, already on Monday night, I knew it wasn't good. So, okay, now eyeliner. Actually, let's spray. Let's spray first. Okay, Time Locker spray. And dangerously low, but I may or may not have placed an order last night. I'm going to go a little heavier on it in this area than I normally would anyways. But, so is that why my nose is so dry? It could be. My nose is dry no matter what, so I don't know. I just noticed it got worse. It was doing really, really good because I switched up my skincare, and it was awesome. Like, I wasn't having any flakiness at all. I added calendula, however you say it, tonic to my skincare, and it helped tremendously because it's oil-based, so it was helping with my dry skin. Then I started wearing a mask, and then my dry skin was back and on my nose. But yesterday I didn't get it so dry. And I don't powder my nose. I just did the primer, went a little heavier with the strobe primer and the setting spray. So we'll see. We're going to test the same thing out all week and see what happens. Shape. Okay. And then my lips. My lips have been ungodly dry too. But there's products for that stuff. There's stuff that can help. Okay, eyelashes, and I think we're good to go. Oh, my poor eyebrows. They need help. I need a haircut. You have dry skin too. Yeah, Tammy, it's a struggle. It's really rough. But then I know people that have oily skin, and it's no better. You just gotta find. It's all about skincare. It really, really is. You gotta find a skincare routine that works for you, and unfortunately, it takes time to figure out what skincare you need. But once you figure it out, then you're good. Or then you start wearing masks and you have to figure it out again. Or the weather changes and you gotta figure it out again. And switching it up periodically anyways is really good because your skin kind of gets used to what you're using. So then you switch it up on it and it's like, oh, I have to adjust to this. That's not a bad thing. I say like every 3-4 months to kind of switch up something, like not your whole skincare routine, but like use a different kind of tonic or use a different kind of moisturizer, or I just got a new face wash just to kind of, because I've been using the same one for 4 months. So I'm going to try out a different one and see how it goes. And the one that I got is geared towards normal skin. Well, I guess the one I have now is geared for normal skin too. But I think it's a little too drying for my dry areas. I forgot Q-tips again. Gosh darn it. Doing a lot better. My lashes. Not getting on my eyelid, but Still need a Q-tip. Just a tiny bit there. Not too bad. This is the Optimal all-in-one. It's rubbing off. That's how this guy's loved. They're all loved. He's just been loved the longest. I love this mascara. I just have found with my little thin lashes, I've got to curl them when I use this one. I usually curl them anyways. But curling them really good in this mascara. And this is my favorite wand for lower lashes. He's just little. Past 7, I have not heard any movement upstairs. My household is still sleeping, I think. Okay, other than a little bit of cleanup I need with a Q-tip that's not down here, I think I got my gold eye there. That was pretty darn easy. These mascaras are so awesome. Like I got like a little clump here, but that was because I had too much on that part of the brush, but they don't clump up. I've tried 3 different pharmacy mascaras and they all just go on so nice. And it's the eyelid situation, that's user error, but I'm getting better. Yeah, so there we go. I got my gold eye. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.